Hi everyone, it's Marisa with Bumblebee Apothecary. Welcome back to my channel. In this video, I'd like to talk about my all-natural hair care routine. So finding a routine for my hair that was completely natural and that worked really well took me a while. I first tried a few different things that I wasn't really happy with, but they were just the best that I knew of. I tried some different store-bought options for shampoos and conditioners for a while, but it was really hard to find any with the ingredients that I was really happy with. A lot of them still contained things that weren't perfectly, completely natural and things that I wasn't really comfortable using on a long-term basis. Then I tried some other a little crazier things like the no poo method, and if you haven't heard of that, that's basically washing your hair with a paste of baking soda and then rinsing it with vinegar. So it's kind of a harsh, drastic thing to clean your hair, and it does clean it, but it is inconvenient to use, and you didn't get the nice lather that you do with like a traditional shampoo and things like that, and plus it's kind of hard on your hair. So I wasn't very happy with that. I tried some other homemade recipes for shampoos and different things like that, and again, they wouldn't really lather very nicely, so they weren't really enjoyable to use, and none of them really cleaned my hair like I wanted them to. So I ended up coming up with my own recipe for shampoo bars. So I have a video up already on how I make my cold processed soap with organic 100% grass-fed tallow balm, and the process for making this is exactly the same. I will link that video above and in the description below. The ingredient list is the only thing that's a little bit different from my regular soap. So I will do another video separate on all about shampoo bars in the future, but for now the soap making process is the same if you're curious how that works. These are so nice. They lather up beautifully, so you get that nice sudsy shampoo feel when you're washing your hair. They clean your hair really well, but without stripping it. They leave behind just the right amount of natural oils and nourishing conditioning ingredients that your hair needs to not be too dry. It's perfect. So I was so excited. I'm so happy with these. And they have a nice peppermint essence to them, so they get that nice minty, fresh feeling in your hair too. So nice. Really happy to come up with that. So these are in my shop if you're interested in buying them, and then I'm gonna show a video on how to make them if you'd like to make them yourself too. That was the big one, being able to wash my hair and have it clean and just, you know, something doable and something I could make myself and that I was so comfortable with all the ingredients in, so yay. Let's actually talk about the whole washing process with the shampoo bar very quickly. So shampoo bars have a certain pH to them, and you want to get the acidic pH a little bit back. So you want to do a vinegar rinse when you use these. If you have really short hair, you can probably skip that, but it does just help kind of soften your hair and just leave it a little bit you know, balanced back as far as the pH goes. So what I do is I just put a little bit of vinegar in the bottom of a jar, fill the jar all the way with water. It's like a pint glass jar that I keep in the bathroom, and then I just rinse my hair with that, and then I just rinse it all the way out with water, and then that resets it. You might have to experiment with the amount of vinegar that you use depending on your water hardness and minerals like that. That's my daughter in the background if you hear her. But anyway, you can kind of experiment with the vinegar. Some people will need different amounts based on your hair and your water that you're using. So you kind of have to experiment with that, but like 1/4 cup in a pint jar is a really good way to start. The other thing that I do, which you don't have to do, but I really like doing it just because it really smooths out my hair. I have kind of a natural wave curl type of thing going on in my hair, and it just means that it's kind of, if there's any humidity, it gets really unruly, and if I can close the hair shaft and keep it smoother, then this really helps. So if you have that type of hair, you might want to give this a try. But basically it's just rinsing with cold water at the end of washing your hair. Now I don't just stand under the freezing cold faucet and let cold water go all over me. I'm not quite brave enough for that. But what I do is we have a handheld shower thing, so I just turn it all the way to cold, and then I just bend over and just spray my hair off with the cold water. And it helps so much. If I forget to do this, I really do notice a difference in how unsmooth my hair is and everything. And if I do it, it just really smooths everything out, and it's nice and shiny and smooth that way. So I like doing that. It's a good trick. And then as far as conditioner, I sometimes use this, sometimes don't. It kind of depends on what's going on with my hair. Like if I'm growing it out and not getting it cut too often, then sometimes I feel like it needs a little extra conditioner. But I will say, if you use the shampoo bar and the vinegar regularly, you probably don't really have a need for a conditioner aside from that, just because those things are so gentle. They clean the hair effectively, but they're gentle. They don't strip away like commercial shampoos often will. So but if you feel like you're growing it out and it just needs some extra conditioning help, or you want like detangling help, then I came up with this leave-in conditioner recipe. So it has coconut milk, so it's kind of like coconut oil as far as moisturizing, but a lot lighter, because you definitely don't want anything greasy like coconut oil in your hair. So coconut milk, and then some bergamot essential oil. So it's really nice. Bergamot is really nice for like smoothing frizz and just keeping your hair smooth and shiny. So I really like that. I use it on my daughter too for detangling her hair, and that's really helpful. And then every once in a while, if I want to do like a really deep, intense conditioning treatment to my hair, what I'll do is I'll take some of my tallow balm, just a little bit really goes a long way with this, and I just work it into the ends of my fingers and then just go over my hair, especially the ends, just really working that in there. I'll let it sit for a little bit, and then I'll go wash my hair. I find I usually have to shampoo a couple times to get it all the way out, but after doing that, my hair is so conditioned and soft and moisturized. So that can be like, I don't know, every 3 or 4 months, whenever I feel like I would just want to add some extra deep conditioning to it. And then another thing that can really be a lifesaver if you're really busy, if you're camping, or if you're a mom who doesn't get as much time as you would like to wash your hair, this dry shampoo is really, really helpful. It's good for days when you're on like second or third day after washing, and it just needs a little help to look clean. And it's nice if you're doing something with your hair up, like a messy bun or something. It gives a little more texture and helps that stay in. So it's really nice. It's arrowroot powder and some essential oils, and even though it's white, I find that that's not a problem. My hair is, as you can see, pretty dark, and if you use the right amount and work it in well, it doesn't really show up. So I really like this for when I just need to stretch that washing out just a little bit longer. And then the last thing I wanted to mention for hair treatments is the hair detox, and I have a whole video on how to make this, and I talk about why you would want to use it and things like that. If you're using something like this shampoo bar and on a regular basis, then you probably don't have a lot of use for this. I use this if I ever like go get my hair cut somewhere and I don't want to put up a fuss and be like, can you use my shampoo bar to wash my hair, or be annoying or anything like that. So I just let them wash my hair with whatever they usually use, and it'll probably have the silicones and things in it that I don't really want. So then I'll go home and I'll do a hair detox, and I'll just work that all out and leave my hair nice and reset it back to square one and have it nice and soft and manageable again without the toxic stuff on there. So every once in a while this can be really handy, and I will link that video above and in the description below for the hair detox. So that is basically my hair care routine that I've come up with, and I'm really happy with it. It's basically just the shampoo bar with the vinegar rinse on a regular basis, and every once in a while I will add in one of these other things if I need something else, but that's basically what it is. So hope that you found that interesting and helpful. I know that for me it was a process figuring out how to come up with a hair care routine that used just the ingredients that I was comfortable with and wanted to use, but that worked really, really well. So I was really glad to figure that out, and I wanted to share it with you guys. So I'm going to leave a link in the description below to my Etsy shop where you can find all of the products that I've mentioned if you'd like to try them out for yourself. If you have any questions or comments, leave them below, and share if you have tips, things that you've come up with for hair care that work for you. I know everybody's hair is different too, so it's nice to kind of get a discussion going about what works for different people too. And if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. And if you're new, hit the subscribe button. I make videos on how to make organic, handcrafted skincare and baby products, and I also like to talk about natural lifestyle tips. Thanks so much for watching. Bye.